Hello farmers, welcome back to Hinterland. Just about time to go to bed. Move on to the month of February, just looking at the nice full moon. The moon looks kind of weird tonight. Maybe it has something to do with some northern lights going on. I have no idea. But this looks kind of weird up there. But it is a beautiful night. We did pay off a good amount of loan in the month of January. Got the loan down below $5 million. I was just wandering around. Well, I say wandering around. It's a pretty big farm area that we have. Just looking where to plant cotton for the upcoming season, because we can plant cotton. I'll get it out in February. So there really isn't a good field. Basically, the best fields that we got for cotton is all 100%. That's not the best crop rotation you can have. You can get up to 115%. So I got my choice of many fields. But anyways, let's go to bed, and then we'll start the new day. So previously on loan interest, which is kind of a thing that we're looking at recently here in Hinterland. Let's see, we were paying just below 20 grand, down to 19,333, but we paid off what, about 850, almost $900,000 off the loan. So that's going to come down quite a bit, I would think. Maybe down to 17,000. Oh, it is snowing. Take care of your animals. 16,533. About 3 grand off the loan interest. So that's good. So we got newborns somewhere, and far as I know, the only place to get newborns is going to be in the cow barn. So let me have a look here. Make sure we got food. Chickens are looking fine. I cleared out the eggs last night. The cows. Oh, maybe they're just. I gave them water at 10 o'clock and they're out of water. Okay. I'll have to stay up later, I guess. The sheep are. Well, they're fine, but they're going to need some more feed here this morning. Let's go take care of the cows to begin with. I don't think I lost any cows, which is good. I think I still could have got. I actually still could have gotten new cows, but they're just also out of water, so it all depends, right? Yeah, so let's go give them some water. I did some cleaning up around the farm, moving some stuff around, taking care of the production buildings. A lot of truck moving stuff around is what I was doing. Wait, not that truck. I think the man truck has already got the tanker on it. Well, how are the birch trees? Oh, the birch trees have sprouted up now a little bit more, which is good. So now I can kind of see where they are. Oh, and speaking of trees, in the month of January, our stone pines, I went up to get logs yesterday afternoon, and the stone pine trees are at max height, so they can be cut at any time. All right, you guys now have water. And I have some TMR left in the Total Mix Rations mixer. Let's go ahead and give you guys some of that. Production buildings, how we doing there? Let's see, hide inactive. I had to bring some barley over because I ran out of flour. Surprise, surprise. Coffee beans, I got to check the price on that. Clothing, we're pretty much done making that. Until we harvest some cotton, so that's going to be a long time coming. Straw, this doesn't hold that much straw accessories, so yeah. But otherwise, we're doing good there. Let's see, stock market page. How are the coffee beans doing this morning? Coffee beans. There's clothing. We're waiting on that. Grain grist. Where are the coffee beans? Coffee beans, coffee beans, coffee beans. Right here. Almost at the best price. Let's see, $34.40. $34.34. Let's go down to here. We'll check actually this page. Get a better reading. Let's see, March $34.34. So I mean the price should go up, but it's kind of at the max price. So I mean that was last year's prices. I think I should go sell those. Let's see, $34.34. Well, we know where Billy is. Billy likes to buy a whole bunch of stuff. Let's turn that off. Let's go earn some money to start the morning, which is always kind of nice. It's going to be a good amount of money as well. Okay, so they got enough water. And of course, at some point, I can bring the manure over and the slurry. It doesn't actually have to be this month. I didn't get as much from the BGA as I thought I would when I brought that manure and slurry over. I got about like $70,000 from the BGA. So I can wait another month to bring it over because that BGA processes it pretty darn quickly. But let's go ahead and get rid of these coffee beans because I got loads of them to bring over. And we use the Volvo truck for that. How long is it going to snow for? Because I would like to plant the cotton today. I want to actually get back into doing some farming. Snow, okay. All the way until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. We actually might get some accumulated snow because it's only 24 degrees out. I did actually see there was a mod that came out on the Mod Hub. Well, probably by the time you see this, about a week ago. I think it was actually called Rain Pain or something like that. And it kind of has a little bit of Seasons 19 in it, meaning you can't work on frozen ground. And also when it rains, you can't work in a field as well or something like that. I thought about doing that, and if I actually had that active, I would assume at 24 degrees outside that the ground's frozen and that we wouldn't be able to do any field work. Alright, so we know roughly, looking at the stock market page as we call it, I should get like 613,000. That's before our environmental score bonus. But yeah, it's getting a little laggy around here now with all the pallets. I got a pallet problem. But we kind of solved the problem a little bit over at the warehouse. But now I was putting a lot of pallets back in it yesterday. Yeah, last episode when I started over there, my FPS over there was down to about 15, 18. By the end of the day, we're back up to 60. But now I'm back down to the upper 40s. I was piling a lot of butter, cheese, and flavored milk back into there. Oh, no. Okay, I haven't done that in a while. Alright. If I unload those might go underground, so that's not good. Let's see if I can take care of the situation. Upright the truck first. Thank you, Super Strength. That was helpful. Well, when that went, it just went really quickly. Alright, let's get this loaded up. And first load brought over. So coffee beans, especially raw ones, probably got a lot of moisture into them, so that's why they're probably that heavy. Let's go sell these. Okay, so the birch trees are finally starting to really sprout up so we can see where they are. And now the money goes on up. I do want to take some of this money and actually spend it on landscaping. I still got to finish putting the stone wall around the farm. And yeah, eventually get to where the farmhouse is, our lovely little log cabin. And decorate around that. Decorating won't be too much in cost of money, so... Well, of course, we are going to put most of this towards the loan. Because we got $5 million to pay off this year, which I think is going to be rough, but maybe achievable. I think we're gonna fall short, but we shall see as we move along. I definitely want to get into the field today, or this month. But this snow is making it difficult. And the terrain around here is difficult. Okay, so probably 2 more full loads and a little bit more of an extra one maybe, possibly. Got to make sure that coffee house, greenhouse keeps on producing, because that's going to help us out. If every 3 months I can sell, you know, $750,000 worth of coffee beans. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with the wool that the sheep are producing. Only because we're not making clothing with it currently. So when next month comes or April comes, I gotta figure out do I want to sell the wool that we have, or keep it and wait till we get cotton in the fall and then make it, and then sell it next spring. Alright, so definitely another full load and then a little bit more extra to go with that. I know I said we got all the selling out of the way, but we're just doing coffee beans this morning. And then I'm probably going to feed the animals, then I'm going to fast forward probably until the afternoon. And we can get our planter out, and we can go start planting some cotton in the field across the river. And the third load. I'm thinking we'll be somewhere around 700 grand by the time we get done here. Selling all these coffee beans. Not the best place to ever put a sell point, but wasn't much room left here at the village. Oh yeah, we're up to 676. Let's go get the other coffee beans. One more trip. And then I need to feed the sheep, feed the cows, and then sit back and watch the snow fall. And hopefully it doesn't accumulate, but the temperature says it's going to be up in the low 40s today, which is above freezing. And we'll get the cotton into the ground. Shouldn't take us too long with our planter. But I'm dying to get back into the field working. The grass fields need some loving care as well. I think they need lime and fertilizer. So I could even get to doing some of that maybe. 16,000 liters more. There may be other stuff I could sell today, but we'll probably do that maybe next episode. I mean, there's not a whole lot left, honestly, at this point, right? But maybe some smaller stuff like stuff from the sawmill. Maybe the flavored milk will be back up to a good price. And speaking of good price, I think what we're going to do here, let me get across the river before I go to our economy page, is we're going to just pay off $1 million right now. It'll still leave me with a couple $100,000, but we'll start off with a $500,000 paying off. Just so that we get the $100,000 I want to pay off every day. So that's down below 4.5 million. Actually, we'll leave about 150 in the bank. That should be more than enough. There we go. 4,370,000 left to go. Well, I'm going to go ahead and feed the animals. We did that last episode, so I'm going to take care of that. And then by the time I see you later this afternoon, if the snow hasn't accumulated, we'll jump into our Jatco planter and we'll get some cotton into the ground. Well, been speeding up time, taking care of the animals, took care of the cows and the sheep. The snow did accumulate, and it did stop snowing at 3, and at 4 o'clock, the snow has disappeared. So we can go ahead and plant some cotton with this lovely piece of machinery right here that loves to dance in my shed. We can get it out of here, though. It's not going to be a problem. We will top it off, I think, with seed and fertilizer. May as well. Some great demands were coming up, but in checking the economy page, nothing that's showing to me that it's I should be selling anything. Now let's go ahead and open up the covers here. Let's see, that was fertilizer, it appears, and now hopefully seed. Alright, let's close those on up and switch over to cotton. And time to get some field work done. It feels good, even though winter, like I said before, it seems like one of those times like, okay, we can just zip right through it. I don't have that much to do. On this farm, it's a lot to do with a lot of production buildings and the animals, especially how much the cows love to eat. It takes some time. So, it's going to be nice just to get back out into the field and just take your mind away from everything. Our grass field that we planted last year never did, or did it germinate? Oh, it did. Okay. I'm like, why does it look all white? Must be I lined it after it germinated, and the grass just hasn't grown again yet. It will next month, I do believe. Not that I'm in dire need of grass. Conditioned grass would be nice, though, to feed the sheep. I do have to give the sheep, though, some sugar beet. They're kind of low on the moisture food area. But I wanted to get back out into the field and planting. Like I said, this field here, or most of the fields for cotton, nothing was fabulous. It's just okay. And we'll have to be okay with that. And as we know, with this planter, it's not going to take us too long to get the field done. And there'll be one field down, and then, let's see, how many more? We got 2 more on this side. And then 3 is 5, 6, 7, 8 fields, I think, off the top of my head. Oh, you can see the birch trees as well that we planted for over here. They're starting to sprout up. March can be a busy month. Of course, just about everything can be planted in March except for soybeans. But I think we'll take a break when we get to March. Of course, we'll start with some planting, maybe get the family, the Frank family up and working. And maybe we'll do some putting up some stone walls and getting the farmhouse looking somewhat decent. I mean, I've been here 3 full seasons. Oh, no, wait. Year 1 is half a year, so 2, 3. So 2 full seasons. This is our 3rd full season. It's about time we decorated around the house a little bit. Even though I'm mentioning it quite a bit. It's like, oh, yeah, we'll get time. And it seems like every month I'm just busy. But being busy is good. You know, being busy means that hopefully you're making money. And we are doing so. And maybe by the end of next month, we'll get the loan down to almost $3 million. Because we got like $1 million worth of clothing. And by the time I bring the manure and slurry and whatever I can over to the BGA to be processed, that's like another $1.3 million, hopefully. And that'll get us the loan down to $3 million. And then it's just a matter of finding money elsewhere to sell, which with the sawmill and the flavored milk, it's possible. Oh yeah, so the other thing I haven't mentioned yet, when I was feeding the cows, it came up again to take care of my animals. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Why is that coming back up? They're all being fed. The 2 original cows that we bought have reached 60 months old. And at 60 months old, that is when the cow's life expectancy is there. So don't be surprised. I don't know how often that mod will kick in and roll the dice to see if the cow stays or if it goes. But if we do lose a couple of cows, it's because, well, they're at their life expectancy of 60 months. So now we're just rolling the dice to see how long they can last. I could sell them for like a couple grand a piece, but they're making milk. So we're going to keep them on the farm. And see how long before I do get the message that a couple of your animals have passed away. So another thing I'm not going to do, because it was mentioned as well, like I said, you know, we're going to try and make this maybe our last season here in Hinterland until we pay off the loan. Somebody said, well, after I like plant and don't need the equipment again for the year, and if I don't, you know, if I'm going to be possibly leaving at the end of the year, why not sell the equipment? That'll help repay the loan, and I don't usually do that. I keep on farming as if I'm going to keep on being here. So, won't be selling the equipment to make money. I mean, I may sell like the coffee roasting production building because I'm not using it. Don't know why I would. I would just lose money that way. So, I mean, I could sell that building. Going to take a hit on it because I think I paid like 100 grand for it. So I'll probably get it and sell it for like 50 grand. Something like that. But for now, I'm just going to keep it there just in case the mod is going to get updated. I don't think it's going to at this point. But if it does and it changes what that building can do, then, you know, then we'll have it. What I am kind of interested in now is within like the next 12 hours or so, at least for me, the horse DLC should be dropping for Farming Simulator. By the time you're watching this video, it's been out for a day. Yeah, about a day now. So I kind of want to have a look at the map to see if it's something I might want to do something small on. But then again, I said the same thing with Silver Run. when it was coming. I was like, yeah, well, maybe we'll do something small on it, you know, a small little series. And we were there until we got the roller coaster built. Of course, I mean, how to build a roller coaster. As I'm recording this today, the Lancy Boys farm, Stone Valley, got released. I don't think I've ever played on a Lancy Boy modded map, and it looks kind of interesting. I know he makes very good maps, so it's something I'm interested in doing. But we're going to be out here in Hinterland for a while, so it's not like I don't want to say I'm talking about, you know, leaving Hinterland once we get the loan paid off and then moving elsewhere. We got a ways to go still here to pay that off, but yeah, Lancy Boys Stone Valley, I think it's called. Just came out. Yeah, I'm interested in that. I do have another series I want to get to, but I really haven't found the map I'm looking for to do so. I've been looking for it for quite a while. So I do have some ideas, of course. And that goes along with all the other videos that we put out here on the channel. In case you missed it, I think I may have mentioned it in a couple episodes ago. Maybe it was on Goldcrest Valley, not Hinterland, but Construction Simulator. There was a video out, let's see, that'd be about 5 days ago now. And we're building an airport there. And of course, ATS, I'm going to be putting out a little bit more episodes of that next week, because the Oklahoma map is going to be released on the 1st of August, apparently. So I'm looking forward to that. Going to miss a few spots here because the terrain is kind of hilly over here. Yeah, I think the only implement on the horse pack that I would use, at least I saw on the fact sheet, would be the drill, the 12-meter wide drill. I know it's not, I forgot the name of it. It's not the Aviator. Is it? No, I forgot the name of it now. But I saw a couple hours ago. I'm like, oh, they do have the 12-meter wide drill in there. Maybe I'll get to use it on Goldcrest Valley. February is turning out to be a nice month. Typical February starts off cold, snowy. And these birch trees are going to be a nice tiny addition out here. It's just going to give us some background. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take some of the advice I got when I started the series of buying all the land and then farming all the land, because that'd be a lot of work. I'd be hiring a lot of Franks and Frank Juniors and Francines and Francescas and Francos. They'd be all over the place because I wouldn't be able to farm everything myself. This field here, I think it's going to be good online. Am I stuck on myself? There we go. Nitrogen's good. Of course, we are putting nitrogen in as we plant. The pH value is good, and the crop rotation, as you can see, is at 100%. So, yeah, it's going to be not a great yield, but it's the best option we had. It was either plant it at 100% or not plant it at all, or buy more land, make a field, and plant cotton in there. Now, of course, I always have to go around the rest of the fields, figure out where the sugar beet and the potatoes need to go. Those are the crucial ones. the barley, oats, and the wheat, I could pretty much plant that almost anywhere. It's going to be a somewhat decent harvest. But I do have like 200,000 liters of wheat and barley sitting in the silo. So I don't necessarily have to plant that kind of crop. I could also put down maybe like canola or whatever if I want to. And we might mix it up this year. And with the extra grass field, I may actually make... I was actually thinking about putting down a silo bunker. And maybe taking that grass field in front of us and just make silage out of it and bring it over to the BGA. The only reason why I would do it with the silo bunker is because, well, the silo bunker will ferment the grass in a month. Bales take 3 months. And we can put down a silo bunker rather cheap. Because that's going to be a lot of silage bales coming off that field. And it'll take up just about all the space that we have in our storage sheds over there. And as I know now, the more bales, pallets, or whatever you have, kind of cause a lag issue. For me anyways. Try to get this little piece that the planter missed. Can I get it going this way? Alright, that's good enough. So now with the loan interest being as low as it is every month, the wind turbine on top of the hill, that should be producing enough power and money income to overtake what the loan interest payment is at midnight. So, I mean, it's probably been doing that for a few months. I think that wind turbine makes about 25 grand a month. I don't know if I'll ever get my money back on it, because I did spend like $750,000 to put it down. Couple more passes and we are just about done farming for the month of February. Well, in the field anyways, yeah. Being 5:30 in the afternoon in February, it's going to get dark here pretty soon. So taking care of the grass fields probably got to be put on hold. You actually see the stone pine. Yeah, so from here you can kind of see off in the distance, right near the top of the screen. You can tell all the spruce trees, they're like the darker green, but if you look right up there near that top of the hill, you can see like a light green color. That's the stone pine trees. I think they grew up to be 26 meters tall. We'll run up there and have a look at them. I was actually surprised when I went up there in January with the Volvo truck and the trailer, because I thought we looked at it in January and said, yeah, they're not fully grown. I went up there and I'm like, wait a minute, these trees are fully grown. But I still got logs on the ground that I cut previously, so we may actually get to cut down some of the stone pine trees. But the way they look, I'm not sure if the tree harvester is going to cut them too well. I don't know. It looked kind of weird shaped. Alright, so our cotton field is planted. Let me leave that right there. Love that sound when you shut it off. You can hear the air, the turbo air for pushing the seeds down the drill, winding down. Let's see here. Is there a way to... You know what? I was going to take a tractor, but let's have some caffeine. Let's have like a Red Bull or something. We can run really fast up there. Yes, we'll take care of decorating around the house here in just another episode or so. But here are the stone pine trees. What is it, 25 meters? 27.2 is the max height. Yeah, I did plant them relatively close to one another, so if a tree harvester, when it comes up here, it's not going to have that much distance to travel to get around. But we did plant 240 of them. So we got plenty of trees to cut down, but as I said, I still got logs laying around up here. Ooh, weeds everywhere, but that'll be pushed in the ground when we plant. But yeah, we are done for the month of February. So the matter is, we just got to keep our eye on a little bit, is on the cows to see, because we got 2 cows that are, you know, could fall over at any moment. I just want to run down here because I can't remember how or where we planted all the birch trees. They're going to be a little difficult to see. So I'm hoping like in a month or so, they'll grow a little bit taller, of course. And then we'll get a really good look of what it's going to be like around here. Sawmills should be doing pretty good. Oh yeah, I do have like a log that needs to be... For some reason, wasn't taking this log the other day. There it goes. Must be I had too much in there. And of course, the wonderful BGA, which I'm not going to bring over the manure and slurry this month. We'll bring over next month. So we'll get a good amount of income from there. And see, how's my frame rate? Yeah, so, yeah, before it was down like 15 to 20. Got rid of all the pallets, got back up to 60, but now we're back down to upper 40s. Actually, kind of settles out there a little bit. Not too bad. A lot better than it was. But yeah, we'll be selling some more things in the future. And paying off that loan, which, was it 4.3? Yeah, we'd like to get that down. Let's see, clothing. What do we have for clothing? I kind of forgot here. Where is the clothing? It's got to be a big number. Yeah, so max value, $1 million. So environmental score bonus, I should get like another like 120 to like 130,000 by selling that. And I'm pretty sure I can come up with some more money to get that loan down to 3 million when we sell the clothing. We got stuff there piling back up again. Silage we can't sell up at the sawmill. Coffee beans already starting to pile back up again. We'll get there. But it was nice to get back into a field today. Winter seemed to drag on. Like winter tends to do once in a while, right? But anyways, yeah, we got the cotton planted. So that's 1 field down, 8 more to go. And we'll have Frank Jr., Francine, Francesca help us out in doing so next time. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Hinterland. But until then, have a good one.